Hey, Kyle, man, you busy?
Nah, dude, just doing some notes on history class. What's up?
I got a history question for you since you like history and all that nonsense. So I'm downstairs. I'm watching this history channel. Okay. Don't do it very often, so I'm kind of confused. Okay. They're talking about this dude riding this horse through this town.
Oh, Paul Revere, right?
Yeah, that was his name. Yeah. So I'm kind of confused. Like, I hear all these stories. People just British are coming. Yeah. But the History Channel is kind of making it seem a little bit different. So I'm kind of wondering what is it about.
Kind of perceive like what you knew and what you learned in like middle school, high school.
I mean,
you feel like it's not real, right?
No.
You feel like there's a difference.
I mean, now that we're older and
we're in college now, right? Yeah. No.
So I'm kind of.
Well, what do you want to know? Like, there's a lot, kind of like. Do you want to know all of it, or do you just want to know the points? I mean,
Why is he so important? Like, what happened? Like, why is his name? Why is Paul Revere?
Like Revere,
big. Like,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I can tell you. I can show you.
You mean what you mean? You can show.
What do you mean?
We're in 2014 right now. You can't just show.
My closet's a time machine, dude. Do you remember the caveman at Halloween? Broke the coffee table with his club, and you were like, "Oh no,
I thought that was just a costume."
My bad. That's why I replaced the coffee table because I said he was my friend.
I can't.
Yeah. All right, dude. Let's go.
Let's do this.
I'll put my chair out real quick.
I'm kind of excited though.
Okay.
Why didn't I have one in my closet?
One thing.
Oh, what?
Don't tell Matt. I don't want to go back in time. I mean, I'll show you how to work it when we're in
You
here.
might bring back some like Cleopatra or something.
Right? Exactly. You know how he is about women. Right? All right. Let's go. All right. Hold on. It's a little tight.
Oh goodness.
Wait. I don't like you that much. I gotta shut this door first. All right. I think we're here.
Go check it out.
All right. I'll check it out. No. No, that's not right.
Come back here.
I hit 1875, not 1775. I'm sorry. All right. One more time. Hold on. Let me get the door shut first and make sure. I gotta make sure it clicks because if it doesn't click, then that's probably the problem. You know? Yeah.
Mess it up.
All right. Ready? Here we go. Okay.
Let me check it out.
All right. Are you ready? All right. Be careful. You promise?
Yo, man, what year is it?
It was 1993. Chris Webber's called timeout in the national championship, cost him the game.
There's no way this is the right year.
Dude,
we gotta go back.
Hey, nice meeting you, but we gotta go.
All right, man.
Dude, we'll see you. Good luck. Sorry about the gun. All right. This is our last shot, all right?
Oh, we gotta do
It's on this machine.
Let's do this. We're here yet? We're back?
It smells kind of the same.
It smells kind of burnt.
Check out the window.
I
mean, that's the only explanation I've got. You got to shut the door.
Man, no, gas price is still $3.38.
They didn't even have gas back then, right? You know what that means? It didn't work. Triple phase conductor has to be fried, dude.
I told you to fix it.
You did. You didn't even know about it. What are you talking about? All right. I spilled a little bit, dude. I'm sorry. All right, here. How about this? Here, I'll show you. Let's get some notes.
All right.
I just have to tell you about it. I mean, that's the only thing. Here,
I just want to know.
I was actually writing some notes on it when I came in. I mean, you see these up on my computer.
Yeah.
Yep. There he is, right there. All right. So basically, what happened was, so as you can see in my notes here, like you can break it up into 6 points, right? So basically, the British military, they were advancing towards Concord because they heard rumors about weapons being stored there, and they were like, are they going to rebel? You know, the taxes upon that had been, the citizens weren't as happy. So basically, Paul Revere gets orders from this man named Joseph Warren, okay? He finds out about a week later after the British activity has been, identified, that General Gage receives orders from the top, all right, from the Earl of Dartmouth. He receives orders right here trying to capture John Hancock and Samuel Adams, the leader of the rebellion, okay? So he was also told, hey, you got to disarm these rebels, but you need to be secret about it. You have to use discretion, okay? So then he sends his lieutenant colonel, Francis Smith, and he says, Francis, dude, you got to seize and destroy all these weapons but yeah, you cannot hurt private property. Like, these are still citizens of the crown, technically. See what I'm saying? So if you harm private property, what happens? People get mad. People want to fight. You know? Yeah, exactly. So, but General Gage does something really funny. He doesn't issue a written arrest for Hancock and Adams. Do you know why? I mean, do you have any idea, maybe?
No, I mean,
If he issues a written arrest, that means, posters go on walls in Boston, People get mad. They say, oh, they're going after Hancock and Adams, who we look up to, rebel. It's kind of smart if you think about it,
That's true.
He kind of disobeys orders, but in a good way,
Yeah.
So then about 4 days after that man Joseph Warren I was saying about tells Revere and Dawes that they know that they're coming now. The British are coming now, okay? So see how I have written here? British marching to capture Hancock and Adams. So they were going to capture them in Concord, where they were staying where the weapons were, right?
The weapons stand.
Yeah. So what does Joseph Warren have Revere do?
I'm guessing ride through the town and tell them that the
Yep.
British are coming.
Yep. But he also sends William Dawes with him. Why he does that? He wants it to spread further,
Okay.
But they don't go to Concord and tell them, because Concord knows that something's up, So basically it goes Boston, Lexington, Concord. So Concord's the furthest away from where Boston is. So the British need to come through Lexington, right? So they need to go warn the residents of Lexington.
Okay.
So basically, Paul Revere rides through Somerville, Medford, and Arlington, Massachusetts, warning patriots he finds, and then those patriots that he warns, they also go send out warnings on horseback themselves. So by the end of the night, there were said to be about 40 different riders giving out the message that the British were in fact coming. But there's a funny thing about that. Paul Revere never said the British were coming, because they themselves still considered themselves British, still considered themselves a part of the crown. British, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what their heritage was. But they said, by his own written documents later found, that if he said anything, it was the regulars are coming out. That's what the regulars were also a pseudonym for the redcoats. You see what I'm saying?
I see.
So he rides, okay? He gets to Lexington about midnight. William Dawes about 12:30, okay? So they talk to Hancock and Adams, and they're like, hey, what do we do? Like, we need to plan a course of action if the British do attack, right? So they're talking, and they end up leaving. And this man named Samuel Prescott comes with them, right? So they're riding to Concord when a British patrol comes, and they're like, what are you guys doing? So William Dawes runs away on his horse, but he falls off, right? Breaks his arm, and he runs into the forest. He gets away. Samuel Prescott jumps over a stone wall said to be about 5 to 6 feet tall on his horse and escapes through the forest. But Paul Revere gets caught. Right? I know. I was like, come on, Paul. What are you doing? You were the main actor here. I mean, you and Dawes, So basically, that patrol questions him at gunpoint. He says, what are you doing here? Why are you here? Then he goes, well, he tells them about the British advancement and the danger that the British will find when they get upon Lexington and Concord. That there's militiamen waiting and they are ready to fight for their freedom. Okay? So when he tells them that, basically they're like, oh, well, they don't know if they believe him or not. So they take him towards Lexington. They get about a half mile from Lexington, right? They hear a gunshot and they demand Paul tell them what that is. And he's like, it's a signal to alarm the country. So that wasn't the shot heard around the world. And then they started ringing the bell. And that means war was upon them. So the British major of that patrol, he says, well, what do you guys think we should do? They let Revere go. And then him and the prisoners, he goes to Lexington. He finds Hancock. And the rest is history, dude. You got any questions?
So why would Revere tell them anyways about their plans? Shouldn't the patrol already know what they're doing? Like,
Well, they were like in the countryside. So technically, remember when I said it was through discretion and secrecy? That Thomas Gage, I'm sorry, I'm not sure if it was Thomas Gage, but General Gage, he was sent Francis Smith to be as discreet and secret as possible. Don't destroy personal property. So technically, they knew nothing of the plan. They were just doing their job. They see people riding throughout the night in the countryside. They think something's up, So that's why. See? Does that explain your question at all?
A little bit, yeah. Explains a whole lot better than the History Channel, that's for sure.
You got any other questions, like about any other history?
Not to my knowledge. I mean, if I have any, I'll go ahead and ask you. But
All right, dude.
I think I'm good for now.
For now,
Yeah.
that was a pretty long-winded explanation, but it got the
I
point
mean,
across, didn't
you
it?
taught me, so that's well.
Yeah, let me get my chair over here real quick.
I do have, hold on, I do have one question. It came to my mind. Just fable, I guess. Rumors. Did George Washington have wooden teeth? Or no?
No, that's actually a myth, dude. You've been lied to your whole entire educational experience.
Well,
He
I pay
actually-
very much attention to
It was
history.
actually ivory and gold teeth.
I don't
right?
like gold teeth.
He had gold teeth. That's pretty cool, right?
Alrighty.
Well,
Well,
dude.
I will see you later.
I'm gonna get back to homework.
What the? Chris Webber?